All right, this is another type Saurian, and you're probably saying, "Oh boy, I wonder how many of these I already seen." But no, this one is different. I'm here to advocate for Arrancars, for us to be treated better as a people. So, and as a person that goes Vastocar in almost like every Bleach game, Reaper 2, the game we don't, not many people want to talk about. Yeah, that game. But yeah, I go Vastocar first in almost every Roblox Bleach game. But I can say that Type Soul treated us terribly as Hollows. Now let's start from the beginning. The progression. The Hollow to Arrancar progression in Type Soul is actually very easy, and I appreciate that they did it. That they did us like that, because Reaper 2 progression was mentally like mind breaking. Project Mugetsu progression. Do we even want to talk about that game? The progression was still bad in that game, but they're not doing too good right now. I don't think we want to, really talk about that game. But yeah, the progression was pretty nice. To continue on, I think that the devs think the game is still in close community, because on release of Type Soul, the devs stated that Vasto Lorde and Vastocar was unobtainable. And that is just genuine, like, mind-boggling, because the one thing that's supposed to make, like, we're not at our full potential. Now, I know some people may have played the game later and have entered the game when Vasto Lorde and Vastocar was obtainable, but this was like almost 24 hours after release, and they finally allowed Vastocar to be obtainable through Vasto Lorde, and it's like, why? Why did you do it on release after everyone already became an Arrancar? Why would you do that? But anyways, obtaining, like, do I even want to continue? Obtaining Vastocar is like the worst torture anyone could go through. It's like, oh boy, obtaining Vastocar. Alright, so let me start from the beginning. So you go through the easy grind to become an Arrancar, and instead of pressing Control K to just to rip off your mask, you actually stay as an Arrancar. Now I believe you have to do is you have to kill other Arrancars to gain mask cracks. And I don't know if they changed the limit, but to my knowledge, you have to get 80 mask cracks to then become a Vasto Lorde, and from Vasto Lorde you become a Vastocar. The problem is, as an Arrancar, when you die, you lose all your progress. Now, I don't know if they changed it to where if you only die to other Arrancars, you lose all your all your mask crack progress. But to my knowledge, if you die, you lose all your mask crack progress. So imagine being at like 70 mask cracks and then dying to some random Arrancar or Arrancar. I'll be done with that game. Now, after you become an Arrancar, which I doubt you became a Vastocar, the progression is just like every other race. It's pretty normal. You have to grade up, rank up, and then once you hit grade 2, I believe, or grade 1, is when you should probably start worrying about your resurrection. Now you're like, okay, I guess I have to meditate. That's why there's an M button for Arrancars. But no, that M button is pointless and you shouldn't press it at all. What you actually have to do is you have to find a very extremely rare, I think they upped the chances, but let's just put it at rare NPC, speak to that NPC, and then go through the most painful obby ever. Now, the obby before was actually like undoable, unbeatable. Some people have put themselves through it and actually beat the obby, but I did not before they changed it. They changed the obby, and to me the obby is like extremely easy, but I've been playing Roblox for like a year or two, so I don't know. Not everyone is used to like obbies and stuff. I've played obbies a lot, so not everyone is used to obbies and stuff, and I don't know, like, some people still say they're having trouble with the updated res. Now, the thing about this, it's not actually res, it's actually partial res. Now, we have to go through that painful obby to just get one move for our resurrection. Now, if you have acid, just don't even play the game. Acid is a terrible resurrection. I don't know. I genuinely think you're better off just not even using acid resurrection at this point, because it is such a bad resurrection. Like, oh man, what were they thinking with that one? But anyways, we're doing all this tedious obbies for one move, while Soul Reapers are sitting here AFK meditating for 1 hour 30 minutes, then he's doing a very easily and cheesable fight just to get 3 moves for their Shikai. And then, mind you, all Shikais are very good. And they give you a new weapon. I think that's kind of cool, but weapon reroll code, so that's not really a problem. But you get 3 moves for your Shikai off of just AFK meditating and then doing a very easy and cheesable fight, while we're over here doing an obby, the most painful obby of our life, mentally just draining ourselves just to get one move that may help us depending on the resurrection we got. And I'm not really going to talk about Quincy's and how they got their shrifts and stuff like that, because Quincy's got nerfed to dust. Like Blood Vein, all that, bro. I don't know what other nerfs, if they got damage nerfs, but Blood Vein, all that. I think it's actually pretty valid. I mean, Quincy's are still overpowered, boosted by the devs, because the devs just love Quincy's, but it wasn't as bad as before. And honestly, I think Soul Reapers are a bit worse than Quincy's now. But yeah, so honestly, and then we have to move on to the fact that for our full resurrection we have to do a maze. Yeah, fighting your Bankai for Soul Reapers. Yeah, I seen that in the anime. I'm pretty sure how I don't really know how Quincy's get vault standing. I'm not gonna lie, I really don't know what they have to do. So again, I'm not gonna comment on that. But I don't remember the panel where Grimjo. Wait, no, I think I do remember the panel where Grimjo finally found his hollow in the resurrection obby after he did 250 raids. Who remembers the panel where Aizen finally completed the obby for it to get his one move for his partial reps? Now, this is where I'm gonna stop. Honestly, I think Arrancars have it very bad in this game, and we need some sort of compensation for our mental torture. Now, I'm not a dev or a mod. No one has to listen to me, but I think that one thing that will just help us out and maybe make us so that we don't have to complain so much is to just give us one more move for our partial res. I think just one more move for our partial res would help us out, give us a lot less to complain about. And the Soul Reapers in Hueco Mundo are a completely different story. I don't know why they're all here.